In a world where cars come and go, trends fade, and models are forgotten within a decade, one name has quietly dominated the global roads for generations: the Toyota Corolla. And in South Asia, the Middle East, and many developing markets, one version of this car became something far bigger than just transportation. This is the story of the Toyota Corolla Indus, a car that refused to die, refused to break, and refused to be replaced. A machine that turned into a cultural icon, a reliability legend, and a symbol of everyday success. While supercars grabbed headlines, the Corolla Indus conquered real life. The global legend before Indus. Before the Corolla Indus ever existed, the Toyota Corolla had already earned its reputation as the best-selling car in automotive history. First launched in 1966, the Corolla was built with one simple goal: affordable, reliable, no-nonsense transportation for the world. Over decades, Toyota refined that formula again and again, improving durability, efficiency, and practicality. By the time the Corolla nameplate reached South Asia in locally assembled form, it wasn't just a car, it was a proven global legend. The birth of Corolla Indus. The Corolla Indus was born when Toyota partnered with Indus Motor Company to assemble Corollas locally in Pakistan. What started as a cost-saving move slowly turned into a phenomenon. Locally assembled Corollas became the default choice for families, businessmen, government officials, and fleet operators. The Indus-built Corolla wasn't flashy or exciting, but it was dependable, easy to maintain, and perfectly suited to harsh road conditions and extreme weather. That combination made it unstoppable. Exterior design. Simple, timeless, and familiar. The exterior design of the Corolla Indus followed Toyota's conservative design philosophy. Clean lines, soft curves, and a neutral stance made it inoffensive and timeless. It didn't try to look aggressive or sporty. Instead, it looked respectable. Every generation maintained a familiar Corolla identity that owners could recognize instantly. This visual consistency created trust. People didn't buy the Corolla Indus because it looked cool. They bought it because it looked reliable. Interior, built for daily life. Inside the Corolla Indus, everything was designed for practicality. The cabin was simple, functional, and focused on comfort. Controls were placed logically. Seats were soft enough for long drives. Air conditioning systems were powerful enough to handle extreme heat. Materials were not luxurious, but they were durable. Nothing rattled easily. Nothing felt over-engineered. It was a car that made everyday life easier, not more complicated. Engine, the heart of a survivor. The engines used in the Corolla Indus were never about raw performance. They were about longevity. From carbureted units to fuel-injected engines, Toyota tuned them for reliability, fuel efficiency, and smooth operation. These engines could run for hundreds of thousands of miles with basic maintenance. Mechanics loved them because they were simple. Owners loved them because they were cheap to fix. In a world full of fragile machines, the Corolla Indus engine became a symbol of mechanical honesty. Transmission, simple and unbreakable. The manual and automatic transmissions used in the Corolla Indus were designed with durability in mind. They weren't fast-shifting or sporty, but they were incredibly tough. Whether driven gently or abused daily in city traffic, these gearboxes kept going. Many Corolla Indus cars today still run on their original transmissions, something almost unheard of in modern cars. That reliability created loyalty that no marketing campaign could ever buy. Fuel economy, the practical hero. One of the biggest reasons behind the Corolla Indus's success was its fuel economy. In markets where fuel prices fluctuate wildly, efficiency matters more than horsepower. The Corolla Indus delivered excellent mileage without sacrificing drivability. Owners could travel long distances on a single tank. Taxi drivers trusted it. Families relied on it. It wasn't just economical, it was predictable. Suspension and ride quality, built for bad roads. The suspension of the Corolla Indus was tuned perfectly for broken roads, potholes, and uneven surfaces. While sports cars aimed for stiffness and handling, the Corolla Indus prioritized comfort and durability. It absorbed bumps quietly and protected its passengers from road abuse. This made it ideal for developing markets where road conditions could change overnight. The Corolla Indus didn't complain. It adapted. Why it became a national icon. Over time, the Corolla Indus stopped being just a car and started becoming a status symbol. Owning a Corolla meant you had made it. It meant financial stability. It meant smart decision-making. Government fleets adopted it. Corporate executives drove it. Ride-hailing services relied on it. The Corolla Indus became woven into everyday life. Weddings, funerals, business trips, family vacations, it was always there. Maintenance, cheap, easy, and everywhere. Another secret behind the Corolla Indus's domination was its maintenance ecosystem. Spare parts were cheap and widely available. Mechanics understood the car inside out. Repairs didn't require expensive tools or diagnostic computers. Everything about owning a Corolla Indus was convenient. In markets where reliability equals survival, this mattered more than anything else. Resale value. A financial safe haven. Unlike most cars that lose value rapidly, the Corolla Indus developed legendary resale value. Owners could drive it for years and still sell it for a strong price. In some years, used Corollas even appreciated in value. This turned the car into a financial asset rather than a liability. People didn't just buy Corollas, they invested in them. Why it was never exciting and why that didn't matter. The Corolla Indus was never a performance car. It was never stylish. It was never cutting edge. And that was exactly why it succeeded. It didn't chase trends. It didn't experiment. It didn't take risks. It delivered consistency. In a chaotic world, that consistency became priceless.